welcome from Berlin. I will try something new today with you. First two words, the one part of the week is usually reserved for easy blues piano. This is for many levels, but the better ones, please excuse that I explain a little bit slower here. The second one is I always underline that there are no fixed recipes. Yet, there are a couple of things that are strong guidelines, and I will get as close as a recipe as possible for you to play certain lines that sound great. How do we start? With an upbeat. There are certain upbeats that sound so typical that no matter what you play afterwards, it will almost always sound quite okay, if not even good. And there are a couple of things that you can put at the end of a line that also sound good. These are the two modules, the two recipes, and we try to put something in between, and then you have a great line no matter what you do in between. Almost. Let's start. The first upbeat is this one. And then usually you go to something. So we start with this one. Da 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 da. Starting on the 4, 4 ho ho 1. Okay, 4 ho ho 1. And the final formula, like the ending that always sounds good, is this one. These two thirds, we see them a lot in blues piano. First I explain the thirds, this one, play them with 2 and 4 and 3 and 5. But if you are not so good with these, Dr. John plays it always like this, very often. He doesn't play like he came from my lessons. Okay, so, and then of course you have to slide it. Or just from the top. Let's take the shortest way. Yes, I would play this already. Okay, again. Once more. It's already very nice. Now let's try something else a little bit more in between. But we stick to the upbeat and, how would you call it, the end. Oh, again. You cannot complain. This sounds great. One more. And then you just diddle between those. Let's see if you can climb just one further to the major third. Also very nice. We just added one note. There are not many notes possible here if we come from here. We can go here and we can go here. Now we tried this one and then we went back to C and to A. You can tell already that this lick, these lines are born from the major blues scale, which has the major 6 in it. Again. Ooh, I like it. what else can we do? We climb a little further up. Still start with this one. And still this one as the ending. Nice, huh? The line becomes longer, and we love long lines. One more. Now we have to, of course, we have to set the first one under. Now we take the fourth one. And one more. Don't you like it? Don't you like it? And you're quite safe. You remember the first part easily, and you remember the last part easily. So you just have to remember the little things we do in between. Let's go from here. One more. We climb a little bit more. We start again here. This one is new, and this one we added, and it's a triplet again. 4 ho ho, 1 and 2 and 3 he, and then 4 and safe landing. I call that safe landing. And with this one, you already have a second one, because you can replace this one easily always with this one. Like. Yeah. That is a nice little recipe, isn't it? We have one more. You can try your own. You can make maybe. Of course, I would like to inspire you to fill in the gap that is between ba 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 bam and this one, that you try with notes that can be played, like. Or. That is a kind of mini improvisation already. You have two elements that you can rely on, and you just fill in the gap in between, just 2-3 notes. That's a nice entry to improvisation. Just dare, don't look for the result in the beginning, just dare to fill it. Okay. I want to move on to another upbeat that always sounds good. It's again a triplety upbeat. These triplet upbeats, they're just nice. They're just nice. And this, instead of this one, we play this one. These, from E, F, F sharp to G. Here. And I will suggest you a couple of possibilities. Again, we are trying to land on this one. Ready? We go. Repeat. Thirds. Repeat. Thirds. 2 C's. Let's see if we find another one. Yes, and the next one is really nice. And it's just instead of doubling the C here, we play I show it to you. I think that's my favorite up to now. But now, what else do we have? Fa ha ha. Yes, of course we have this one, and we can easily always before these do the third brother, the brother-in-law. That's this one, because they're all close relatives. So here, if you don't manage the slide here, just do it without slide. Ha 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 ha. You see, I used this upbeat once. Now. And I used the second upbeat. Wow, that is almost Grammy Award winning. Now, I know what you're asking. Wait, you got this right, huh? So, did I show you enough possibilities? There's so much possibility, so many. Or and these are just eighth notes. I haven't even gone to the complicated stuff. This is for slow or medium blues, for you to explore the upbeats with the ending. Now, you might ask, is this is good for C? What do I do on F? I know. But it's nice if you know something for F that you cannot just play in C, and it might be a bit boring. So, what happens? When you go to F, you just have to remember two things. Let's say. Now wait. Now wait. Here. What did I do? You must not play the E. The E is the 7 of, the E is the major 7 of F, and that is not allowed when we play F7 here. So whatever you do, a good recipe here is that you just replace the note that you usually play on E with E flat. Keep the same rhythm. Before we had, yeah, da 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 dum bum. Now I do replace it. And before I had this one, sounds bad now, go to here and back to C. And on G, you usually do a different thing that is a contrast to the lick you played before. Traditionally, that sounds very good if on G you don't play the same lick, but you do something like whatever. Something else. There are plenty of videos with licks for G, and so the G is a contrast to the C and the F bit. Okay, let's see. Here. Now I'm in F, and you avoid the E. If they are usually, let's say, you have the E and the E flat being played, and you play it on F, you just play this double. You replace the E with the E flat, and then you just play this double. That's fine. You see? So that you don't lose a beat. Very easy. With these elements, you have now 3 nice elements, and put them aside and just fill in a couple of notes. I hope you like this idea, and all the best, and all the best blues, of course, from Berlin, and I wish you a nice week. Bye bye. I hope you liked my video and that you learned something. Now you can subscribe. Just press this subscribe button or click on another of my videos on this side. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.